My name is Jeremy Allaire, and I'm the chairman and CEO of a company called Brightcove. And Brightcove provides an internet TV service that allows media companies, producers, and websites to distribute broadband television products and networks. And so we've sort of put together an end-to-end service that allows people to operate direct-to-consumer and syndicated television services on the internet.
I'm Chris Cookson, and I'm the Chief Technology Officer of Warner Brothers and President of the Technical Operations Division of Warner Brothers. Basically, is if people want to legitimately use the content in a form that we can readily, or even with difficulty, create the content or process the content, we want to try and get it in front of them so they have that choice. To us, it's all about choice. It's all about what do consumers want to do, and then we want to provide a legitimate way of doing that. If you look at a project that comes out and it may be released originally to cinema, then it comes and delivered onto DVDs, and it's delivered maybe simultaneously into video-on-demand services, whether it's going to a cell phone or to a movie link or whatever. You can repurpose the files, or you can restructure, recode the content from the file basis rather than going back to the tape necessarily each time, and then deliver that into the delivery system that requires it.
Many of the ideas that were put forth around 2000 were the right ideas, but it turned out that no one had broadband. The PCs and the media formats that were needed for a good experience weren't quite there. Bandwidth was too expensive. The advertising industry had not come in full force onto the internet. Network connected and PC connected devices didn't exist. So there are a lot of things that have happened. So broadband's ubiquitous. The media formats are really good. Advertisers are dying to invest in the category. Consumers are buying more and more PC and CE-based devices that can use digital media. So all of these things have converged to make this not just possible, but to allow it to flourish.
Interesting to hear James Cameron speak yesterday about he's not going to make movies for your cell phone. But then there's the question of, is there an audience that maybe, although it's not the primary audience, is there an audience that will appreciate it through a new channel? And does a movie end up on a portable device in front of you?
I think that we're in the very early stages right now. I think it's akin to the sort of origin of the text web in like 1995, where it was like, oh, there's so much interest in 1995, 96, a lot of people putting stuff up, trying to experiment with it, and a sort of tidal wave kind of follows that.
At the end of the day, it's about making business decisions where you make an investment that you expect to get a return on. So if we look at a theatrical display, we look at a DVD display, we look at a video on demand, we look at the different kinds of systems that are available, we try and make some assessment of what the interest is in each one of those to find out if the overall investment is worth making, because it's a business decision.
We've looked at this a lot over the last year. We've interviewed hundreds of different organizations trying to build online media businesses around video. And I think why there's a lot of interest in it is that people are looking at the $66 billion broadcast advertising budgets moving to online and want a piece of that.
I think that it's safe to say that the experiences are not exactly the same. I think that there is nothing like the experience of going into a darkened cinema and watching it, on your cell phone is not going to be the same experience. But there are other kinds of experiences, a Harry Potter or, the Matrix movies, that they're great on TV and you enjoy them on TV, but there's nothing quite like the bigger-than-life experience of the cinema. we're doing a lot to try and make the cinema experience move ahead, to improve the consistency and the quality of the display. A lot of work is going on with digital cinema. A lot of the post-production processes are designed today to bring a higher quality, clearer picture to the screen. So we're trying to make that experience more exciting. Mentioning the Digital Cinema Conference yesterday, it was very interesting to hear all the talks on 3D and the opportunity to put things like, as we've done with Polar Express, in front of the audience. But there are other people who want to watch it, on a TV set or on a laptop or on a portable device or on a cell phone. For those people, we need to provide for them what they enjoy.
I think it's going to look a lot like the web. And so the web is massive. It's infinite in some respects. The public web has over 20 billion unique items on it that are indexed by Google. And it reflects every area of human interest that you can imagine. The next several years will grow very, very rapidly. I think in 3 to 5 years, we'll see radically more video and television programming distributed over the open internet than over broadcast. I think it'll be distributed to PCs and TVs and other devices without a carrier, operator, or a terrestrial broadcaster being involved. So I think this is going to be a big shift. And it's a very exciting time, I think.